To another episode in the deep playthrough of Mankind Divided. We are looking for two people in a little side mission that we have to give forged documents to, and then afterwards take out the criminal guy Draumir that is actually extorting citizens and pushing them to buy forged documents, expensive and stuff like that. I didn't fully read the objective yet. I'm first trying to find these two citizens. Top heavy load may fall, resulting in death, severe injury or damage the equipment. Always secure to forklift with safety straps. Alright, it's a little bit weird grammar. Top heavy loads may fall. That's probably like a totally distinct sentence. May fall, resulting in death, severe injury or damage the equipment. To the equipment, I would say. I don't really understand. Nice, those little safety lights. Anyways, across Velen or Zelen apartment, they said there was like some kind of an HUD support group. I don't see anything here. In the previous episodes it was mentioned. Let's see if we can get over there. Nice.
What you're telling me is that you're more concerned about organized crime
What do we have here?
Ukaż that!
What? Nothing much here.
Area under surveillance.
Lovely city, yes?
Nothing much
Have a
here.
good time.
Yeah. The map is pointing me over here to find those two people.
You're looking for Vaclav, aren't you? I can tell. You'd better be careful. A bunch of Dvali thugs have taken an interest in him.
Vaclav. Is that one of the two? We have to find... No, Edward and Irenka. Suspension by Jean-François Meften, Juan J. Maxime Chassé. Man, pretty expensive. Who is this?
Go away.
Oh, alright. Freaky painting. Transits, mode perdu. Also pretty damn ugly. Almost feels like, yeah, a stain on the wall. It looks like a stain on the wall. Alright. Nothing there. Nothing here. God damn it. Unless they are down below, that could be. Operetta, Opera Venture. Girls from Paris. That's probably it. I thought they wouldn't be in here because I already checked out this basement earlier and it was empty. But that of course doesn't mean that now this side mission started.
We were machines,
Yes.
but terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices. Teach us to have children so that we may love them.
Remus, is that you?
Are you Arenka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arenka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Erinka is not well. We must shield her.
Irenka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Gollum City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even...
There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Gollum just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Alright, very nice. But what I was saying is, earlier I was in this basement and it was totally empty. Of course, that does not mean that nobody can spawn there once a side mission starts. Which happens like now. Poor girl, by the way, she looks a little bit like almost schizophrenic with a double personality because of probably all the stress and fear that she had to endure. Maybe the augmentation also helped, although, or contributed, but she doesn't seem to have any brain augmentations, only an arm and a leg. Anyways, let's read this. Roar, Act 3 of Karol Čapek's play continued. Alright, this is in Czech language. Primus, Robot Primus. I cannot read that. And a pocket secretary. Irenka Bauer from Thomas Bauer. Dear sister, I no longer know what to do. I've entertained your science fiction fantasies for months now, but I fear it's only making things worse. You are rehearsing for a world that does not exist, using robot Helena to hide from what the world has become. I want to help you, Irenka, but I don't know how. Please tell me what to do. Alright. Family member. Hitting a blank. And another ebook. Karol Čapek, author. And another one. Totally... Ah, no, there's actually a... I think is translation below it. So the author Karol Čapek, a dramatic comedy in 3 acts, cast of characters, robot director, chief technical director, head of physiology and research, head of robot psychology and education, Dr. Hallemeyer, Consul Boesman, chief commercial director, Stavitel Elquist, clerk of works, Helena Gloriova, president of the Humanity League, Nana Nenny, Marius Robot, Sula Robot, Radius Robot, Damon Robot, Primus Robot, Helena Robot. Right, I also read the names here. Harry Dolman, Robot Factory Director, Ints Fabri, Chief Technical Director, Dr. Gaal, Head of Physiology and Research. Right, and this one maybe also had like a translation. No. I don't see any English here, except Robot Primus, the last entry. Alright, but we also need to activate now something. Ah, we only met one of them. We also need to meet... Only we now met Irenka. We also need to meet Edwards. Where is Edwards? He's also supposed to be around here somewhere. What the hell's this? Piece of foam, something for the inside of a box. Ballet Theatre, Prague National Predstavi. Pretty nice artwork.
Perhaps we've been dead a long, long time and are only returning to repeat what we once said.
Although her eyes are a bit freaky.
It's as if I've been through all this before. As if I've already had a mortal wound. Here, in the throat.
But I do remember coming into this basement from some kind of a secret entrance. Maybe that's where she is standing now. That could well be. That there's it's plated up with that with those wooden planks. Alright, we are looking for Edward. Just checking it out. All the little detail on all the items in the world. Alright, I don't see any Edwards. A wrench is a tool, not a human being. Right.
I am officially a vegetarian.
Here. What the hell? Where is Edwards? Right there is the Rombbb guy we need to take out. Right, I will just continue with the Rombbb guy. I have no idea where the Edward guy is. I can double check one more time, but there was nobody here, right? Let's see if I can see how he looks. Then just find him in the world. Alright, Edward Broad's permit. A forgery that allows Edward Broad to keep from getting deported, assuming a number gets activated in the city's Oak Permit Registry. Prague, expiration dates, augmentation glass, class. Edward Broad. Alright, so now we know how he looks. So let's just roam around. He is like an older guy with dark hair. This is what makes this game so cool. You really are looking. Can I get through here?
No activity
Is that restricted? No.
in this area.
It's just the courtyard.
The Rainbow Road goes through Bon Bon. You know this, brother.
The rich. I heard they get neon delivered right to their bed, all automated. They
But
buy
the game really, you can really.
I can pay you. You must have neuropathy.
Sorry, we only sell rainbows.
A different kind of drug. It is called neon. Make you forget all about your
Vacation. My sister and I need medicine. We need neuropathy.
I told you, not my kind of merchandise, and not my problem.
You don't look like you're in withdrawal.
Alright, but the game really, you can play it really without a HUD and just look at the inventory items and get clues and then just pay attention to the world itself. And I really like that. Instead of only being focused on the minimap and big objective markers in the HUD. Right. For instance, now I'm trying to find that guy. Which is easier said than done. This guy is too young, I would say.
Should have walked away, asshole.
The old man was supposed to be alone. Let's go.
Deal with thugs.
sitting on some cash grab.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Right, we have a new one. The golden ticket. Deal with Drowmir. Meet Edward and Irinka. Ah, maybe I found Edward now. Some local punks have been picking on old Edward Broad. Sometimes the world confronts you with tough choices. Sometimes it makes things easy. Mission briefing. Getting harder for Oaks to move around the city. I've seen checkpoints before, but never quite like the one Draumir's got going. He whispers promises to augmented people in need of documentation. Tells them that everything's going to be just fine, as long as you keep quiet and pay the price. Alright, this is what we do. This is what we will be doing. Draumir stops augmented people at a fake checkpoint and funnels them into a system of false hope and endless payments. If I choose to shut him down myself, I need to be very careful. One wrong move and the entire city will be on my back for gunning down a guy in a uniform. The safest option is to get the real police involved. Milena says there's one female officer nearby who might be sympathetic to the cause.
For what you've done.
Right.
Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
He doesn't
what
really
do they want?
Look like his picture.
What everybody wants. Money. To feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... My daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me. When can I see them?
Why would your daughter send me?
I thought maybe she and the little one finally decided to help Grandpa with his permit situation. But she probably understands that I need to avoid detection. It is better not to make contact.
When was the last time you saw them?
A few years. Since the day of the... you know.
The day of the incident?
The time I ran naked onto a football field as a teenager, that was an incident. This was the work of the devil. He closed our eyes, forced us to see what he sees.
That's a long time not to see someone you care about.
It's not their fault. My son-in-law, he keeps them away from me because... well, because...
Because why?
What am I, on trial? Soon you'll be judging me just like he did. Like they all did.
Judging you for what, Edward?
They say I became a monster. In the park. It was during the incident.
You were with your family when the signal went out. Darrow's broadcast. Caused all those hogs to lose control.
I grabbed the youngest by the wrists. We were spinning. We spun like mad. I don't know where it came from. This exhilaration that wasn't mine. It was reckless, I admit. There were mosquitoes in my brain. There was blood. They say that it couldn't have been me. Someone else must have... A stranger, after I blacked out. Please, tell me you believe me. Tell me it isn't possible that I did that to him.
Whoa. Alright, it's not possible, Edward. You would have remembered when the signal was broadcast, augmented people were made to lose control. Some of them did unspeakable things, but in your case, I don't think you're one of them. When the signal was broadcast, Augs were made to do terrible things. Some of them can't remember or choose not to remember. The truth is, yes, it's possible, Edward, but that doesn't necessarily make you responsible. It was out of your control. Yes, we're going with the truth, as always.
When the signal was broadcast, Augs everywhere were made to do terrible things. Things they would never have done otherwise. Some of them can't remember, or choose not to be able to remember. The truth is, yes, it's possible, Edward. But that doesn't necessarily make you responsible. It was out of our control.
I said, I tried to tell them. Whatever my hands may have done, my heart did not. But what kind of defense is that? If I can't forgive myself, why should they? One of them is still alive, and whether I ever get to see him or not, I want to remain as close as I can. I want to remain in Prague.
Here, this permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm here to help.
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh. Do you need me to break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
Alright, very nice.
Milena, I met with both those Augs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
Alright, I got it.
Right. Is this Edward's shop, by the way? Ah, yes. Dear Mr. Edward Rombbb, this is a reminder of the deal you made with the official Office of Permitification. Wow, that's not a word, right? Permitification. Let's check that out. Permitification. Nope. Given the tenuous nature of your demand for extended legal status, you will need to pay more. I will be sending some men and you will pay them. Inspector Draumir Koniki, Official Office of Permits and Permit-related matters. Criminals. Criminals. Right. Cable. Vision or visionary. Visionary or dreamer. Nathaniel Brown gives an inside look at Rabaya, the city of the future. Alright, we already read that one. Hugh Darrow. What really happened to Hugh Darrow? Father of the augmentation. I think that's the guy we fought as a nemesis in the previous game, Human Revolution. Did the dream die with him? Did the dream die with him? How Bob Page brought VersaLife to the top. Demon or angel? Tell us, Rocker. Ah, who was that again? That's also a familiar name. Barb, we already saw all those covers. NSN system. What is the next step? Plugging the device directly in the spinal cords. How Bob Page brought VersaLife to the top. Alright.
Could I use some clotted cream on these
Basically,
right now?
big weapons.
What are we talking
Battlefield man-stoppers.
on board? We got Picus on here at our secret location, which we are
Yugoslavian, blah blah blah, rent.
as usual. They are doing their due diligence to this most recent bombing in Prague.
New juggernauts.
I'm not saying Rucker and the Augmented Rights Coalition don't get their
Our
hands dirty.
program, our program, we already read that one. 127 ways to travel smarter.
You'd have to stick a pipe in a wheel once in a while.
People, resume, that's entertainment. An audience with Paul Welker.
Come on! The man's a fucking
The bottom line,
Is it possible that being locked up in Gotham City all this
Hot
time has caused him to go
designs,
lots of talk about how he's been hitting the ball hard these past
hot, not desks, hot desks, the coolest office space in the world. How Bob Page brought First Life to the top. Alright, so that one.
where they'd be responsible for a mass murder.
So Nathaniel Brown is the guy, I guess, behind Santo. Because Santo is dreaming of building Rabaya in Oak City.
That's just a personal opinion when it comes to me. And just for the record, my eyeballs
Plus,
are
voters are more open to back governments. The credit crisis goes global.
anywhere that slut puppet has to say.
Man, I almost thought there was like a gun lying there. It's the cover of the magazine. Alright, just checking out the covers to get like more immersed in the world. What's happening? This looks pretty nice. Chili and cheese. Carrot chips. That doesn't look that nice. Alright, cash machine being ravaged. Easy, affordable, unforgettable. Use the screen to choose your location. I think this is a ticket machine for the metro. Again, the amount of detail is quite astonishing. Alright, any new covers over here? Nope. We saw them all, including her new fashion one, from Ultimate Chic to High Street Hero. But over here there is an ebook. Global Politics Review 29 edition, Chapter 8, Africa. The Oak incident left Africa largely untouched, thanks to the limited number of augmented humans across the continent. And like several of the nations in South America, many of the African nation states saw an opportunity to step up and fill the economic gap left by struggling first world nations. However, the presence of many Chinese interests on the continent has so far held this in check. Perhaps the most direct effect of what happened with the Oaks has been the migration of augmented refugees from the European Union and Eastern European states. Africa's comparatively lax regulations on HET, human enhancement technology, has seen a strong influx of Oaks fleeing the prohibitive new laws coming into effect elsewhere. How this shift in population balance will play out is yet to be determined. Alright, interesting. Alright, they actually sell screws here, probably for Oaks. Some chips, microchips, some cogs. That's what you will have in an augmented society. Microchips and screws in your evening store. Mini markets, Prague.
The hell kind of crazy talk is this? I'm going to get the police.
Alright, anyways, we need to get that pass activated. I gave Edward Brod and Irenka Bauer forged documentation that gives them a shot at staying in Prague, but unless I'm able to activate their numbers in Prague's old database, it won't amount to much. The city's permit validation stations are located in the government office called Registrachny Adeleni. It's located above Monument Station. Alright, let's go there. Zapkova Kasna. It's really... Yeah, I can call it...
Stop calling me. I never asked for your services.
I could call it a weird language, but it's also an interesting language, Czech. Really, it doesn't really look like other languages. I'm not a language specialist at all, but I do know a little bit how Italian, yeah, it's mostly resembles Italian, I guess. But Spanish or German or English, it's all totally different. Alright, Monument Station. There we go. Right, I was just reading that sign.
I do not know how long this can go on.
Let's read the other
This is
one.
interesting.
One moment, the other movie, I'm not sure here. Ah, Sin Eater, we already saw that poster. Rejuvenating the noir genre, the best detective film in years.
Ah, shit, man. I'll never get this stuff. They are books like more all the time.
Who listens to that garbage?
What the hell is that over there?
What is this city coming to?
Some kind of a poster. Or a advertisement thingy. Alright, this also looks pretty interesting. The old station. I can just get in here. Tourists. Any go. I was looking for a word. What was on the wall? It's like not a it's a poster, but poster in modern language is more like person who makes posts on a forum or some kind of social website. 1 second. Yeah, maybe I meant like a commercial sign, like an advertisement, a billboard. It wasn't really a billboard, but what I meant, by the way, for if you really... Can I get out? I meant...
Městu vládnou zločinci a...
That, all straight in the middle of the screen, like that white billboard thingy. Not really a billboard. It's really like with this weird grey line in the middle, and also text seems to be like mirror writing, like
Když se podívám, co tady ty augové napáchali.
in reverse print.
Can't even trust the public.
Anyways, this is maybe where we need to go. We need to get to that registration office. Here, this is, I think that's famous drawing or something of Nostradamus. Or no, the Italian inventor, Leonardo da Vinci. Mecha bombs. DJ Augmental. Pretty funny. It's all from 2027, so that's like 2 years old, everything. Cone. Prague. Alright, nothing much here. Looks pretty run down. If you ask me, if I would have been art designer in this game, I would have made it more dark, this area. It's way too bright. Make it more ominous. City tour pamphlet. Metro tickets. And we have an elevator over here. Probably is out of commission. Yes. It does look like there's quite a lot below it. God damn it. Right. Let's see what's in here.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Ooh, that was a close one. Yeah, where do I need to go?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
This is only security rating 1 and I'm really screwing it up. Because I cannot get over here. I need a reveal. Alright, so I will use a reveal. Ah. I could have seen it. Just need to get over there.
Anomaly detected. Trace program access granted.
Alright, we didn't get that data store unfortunately. But whatever. Alright, I was expecting this to be a lot bigger and also maybe allowing access to that registration office above the station, but nope. Ruzicka's augmented platform crumbles. Mass privatization soon led to an economic boom, which in turn led to subsequent tax breaks for augmented workers needed to help build the new infrastructure. There were a few voices of dissent. Occasionally, non-augmented citizens accused the government of catering to corporate interests over national ones, or attempted to demonstrate against the fast-tracking of visas and work permits for foreign augmented workers. But for the most part, the Czech people embraced the reforms wholeheartedly. So much so that by the mid-2020s, Prague had a moderate population of Augs and had become a hub for many migrant workers traveling through to the EU nations in Eastern Europe. No one could have predicted what would happen in 2027. With so many resident augmented workers, the Aug incident struck the Republic particularly hard. Ruzicka herself was one of the victims of the tragic event when the president's augmented bodyguards lost control and crashed her limousine into the waters of the Vltava River, where they both drowned. Alright, so she was a president, Ruzicka. Right, so there's not that much here, but I actually really like it. That it's just like a really random small area. Ah, there is something here, so there is more to it. But anyways, even if there wouldn't have been, this really builds like the city so much that there are these little indoor areas which really tell a story, so to say. Really what makes this game unique is how much content is packed in a relatively small area. It's really quality over quantity, and I really dig it. Anyways, in the next episode we will see where this leads to, and then continue on the side mission with activating those forged ID cards and then taking out that Drahomir crook guy. Puritanica. Encyclopedia Puritanica. Guys, hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you there. For the meantime, do not forget always to keep on gaming. See you later.